and welcome to a new crochet tutorial. In today's video I'm making a very simple lacy scarf. There are only 2 repeating rows in the pattern and the stitches used are only chains and double crochets. This project is completely suitable for beginners. To make this scarf I used 3 skeins of Cotton Ease yarn by Lion brand, which is about 620 yards in total. And my scarf came out about 70 inches long and 10 inches wide. I'm going to work with a hook size G 4.25 millimeters. This is a smaller size hook than recommended for this yarn, but I wanted to use a smaller size hook so that my stitches come out nice and neat. If you're not comfortable working with this size hook, you can use a larger size hook, whatever works the best for you. The starting chain must be multiple of 15 plus 5. For my scarf, I start with 50 chains. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50 chains, and I'm ready to start my first row. This is going to be a row of double crochets. So into the first chain from the hook, I make my first double crochet. We never count the chain on the hook, we always start counting from the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So over here, I make a double crochet. Next, I make a double crochet into each chain across. Here is my first row of double crochets, and in this row I have 48 double crochets. Now I turn my work and I'm ready to start my next row. I start row number 2 with a beginning double crochet. I make it into the very first double crochet. If you're not comfortable making beginning double crochets, you can substitute this beginning double crochet with 3 chains, and those 3 chains will count as your first double crochet. Next, I make a double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochets. Now the lacy part of the pattern begins. 1 chain, and I skip 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next one I work a double crochet, then 2 chains, and into the same double crochet I work 1 more double crochet. Now 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the next double crochet again I work a double crochet, 2 chains, and into that same double crochet I work 1 more double crochet. Now 1 chain, and I skip 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next one I make a double crochet. Now make a double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Now the pattern begins to repeat from here. 1 chain, I skip 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next one I work a double crochet, 2 chains, and into the same double crochet 1 more double crochet, then 2 chains, and into the next double crochet again a double crochet, 2 chains, and into the same double crochet I work 1 more double crochet, then 1 chain, and I skip 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next one I make a double crochet, and into each of the next 2 double crochets I also make a double crochet. And I continue crocheting this way all the way across. At the end of the row I end with a double crochet into each one of the last 3 double crochets. So this is my first row, and here I have 3 pattern repeats. And I start my next row, row number 3, with a beginning double crochet, or alternatively with 3 chains, which will count as the first double crochet. Now make a double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Now 1 chain, and I skip next 2 double crochets, and into the next chain 2 space over here, it's the middle of these 3 chain 2 spaces. I will be working into this space, and I make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2 chains, and into the same chain 2 space 4 more double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here I have a shell. Next 1 chain, and I skip the next 2 double crochets over here, and into each one of these 3 double crochets I will work a double crochet. 1, 2, 3. And now the pattern begins to repeat from here. 1 chain, I skip 2 double crochets, and into the next chain 2 space I work 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2 chains and 4 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have another shell. Then 1 chain, I skip these 2 double crochets, and I work a double crochet into each one of these 3. 1, 2, 3, and the pattern repeats again, and this is how I work until the end of this row. At the end I finish this row with a double crochet into each one of the last 3 double crochets. So now I have 3 rows. I turn my work and I'm ready to start row 4. I start with a beginning double crochet, or alternatively 3 chains, then a double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochets, and now this row of pattern begins to repeat. So 1 chain, I skip the next 4 double crochets, and I will be working into this chain 2 space. So I make a double crochet, then 2 chains, a double crochet, then 2 chains, a double crochet, 2 chains, and 1 more double crochet. So I made a total of 4 double crochets, and in between them I have chain 2 spaces. Next 1 chain, I skip these 4 double crochets, and I work a double crochet into each one of these 3 double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3. And now the pattern begins to repeat. 1 chain, I skip these 4 double crochets, and into the chain 2 space I work a double crochet, 2 chains, a double crochet, 2 chains, a double crochet, 2 chains, and 1 more double crochet. So 4 double crochets and 3 chain 2 spaces. Next 1 chain, I skip these 4 double crochets and I work a double crochet into each one of these 3 double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3. And the pattern repeats like that until the end of the row. Here I finished this row with 3 double crochets at the end. I turn my work, and from this point the pattern begins to repeat from row 2. So I will be working a row of these full shells, then these lacy shells, then again a full shell and a lacy shell. And this is basically it for this pattern. Here I crocheted some more, and you can see how beautiful this lacy pattern looks. It's very simple but quite pretty. Now let me show you how to make the last row. On the bottom of my scarf I started with a row of double crochets, so I'm going to make a row of double crochets on the top of my scarf as well. The row before the last one must be row number 4. And for the last row, I'm simply going to make a row of double crochets. So I start with the beginning double crochet. And now I'm simply going to make a double crochet into each double crochet and into each chain across. Here I have chain 1 and I make a double crochet directly into that chain. Next a double crochet, so I make a double crochet into the double crochet. Next 2 chains and I make a double crochet into each one of them. Now a double crochet into the next double crochet. Here 2 chains again, so a double crochet into each chain. And then a double crochet into the double crochet again, and so on. And here I finished the last row, and now I can fasten off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial, and I will see you in the next one.